and this is with the Starvis 2 sensor of the Viofo A139 PRO.
Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to check out and review the Viofo A139 PRO. This is a 3-channel dashcam with a front-facing camera recording in 4K quality and an interior and rear-facing cameras recording in 1080p. I did review the regular A139 a while back, and if you haven't seen it yet, I will link it down below. And I will also link down below my A129 PRO Duo video, which is what I've been using for more than 3 years now. The A139 PRO is now Viofo's flagship dash camera because of the 4K recording of the front-facing camera, and also it has a new Sony Starvis 2 low-light sensor. So I'm interested to see the video quality, especially at night. And I'll compare this to my older Viofo A129 PRO, which also records in 4K. Thank you Viofo for sending me this dashcam to be reviewed. The Starvis 2 is an improvement to the regular Sony Starvis sensor, which now has lesser noise and lesser motion blur. And because of the HDR and the Night Vision 2.0, Viofo is showing here that the headlight reflection glare is reduced, which we will see this later on. It also uses slimmer cables going to the cameras, which helps in easing up hiding the wires during installation. Accessing the camera from the phone uses 5 GHz Wi-Fi. Now, this is not internet. The dashcam uses Wi-Fi to connect to your phone so that you can access the settings and also view the cameras and download recorded footage, but it doesn't connect to the internet. This dashcam has no batteries, so it needs power to use, and most of you like me will just plug this into a power port in my car, and the dashcam will only turn on when the car is on. But with an optional hardware kit, you can also set this dashcam for 24/7 parking monitoring. This dashcam doesn't have a screen, but there is a voice notification so that you will know
recording 3 channels started
and alert you if there are SD card errors. Just like with other Viofo models, it also has a GPS logger, which also tracks your speed, but you can turn this off in the settings. It also includes a CPL or a circular polarizing lens to minimize glare. For specific specs, the front camera has a 140-degree field of view and the rear and interior cameras have a 170 degrees field of views. As to the microSD cards, up to 512GB compatible. But remember, with dashcams, you need high endurance cards because regular cards will not last with continuous recordings and re-recordings, plus the heat that these dashcams endures. Viofo also sells their own brand of microSD cards, which is a better choice if you're going to buy their dashcams. Now, as to frame rates, with all 3 channels, you'll only be getting 24 FPS on all cameras when the front is set to 4K 3840 by 2160. But if you lower down the resolution, then you can set it up to 30 FPS. You will have access to 2K Quad HD 60 FPS if you're only using 2 channels. So there are compromises. Inside the box, front and center would be the main dashcam unit itself. And this doesn't have a screen, so changing of the settings needs to be done on the Viofo app. We have the front-facing camera, and this one records in 4K and has the Starvis 2 sensor. And this is the removable mount and GPS module, and it has the 3M mounting tape. The lens can be turned 300 degrees. We have the status lights here, record, mic, GPS, and Wi-Fi. We have the on and off button, record, lock the recording so it will not be recorded over, mic on or off if you don't want audio recorded, and Wi-Fi on or off. On top, we have an AV port, an optional mic port, and ports for the rear and interior cameras. Then we have a USB-C power port. On the side, we have the microSD card slot. And on the other side, we have the mic and the reset hole. What else is inside the box? We have some paperwork. And we have these transparent films that we can use to stick to the windshield. Then this is where we stick the dashcam, which makes it faster and easier to remove the dashcam if needed. We have a USB microSD card reader and extra mounting tapes. We have a short USB-C cable. We have the USB-C power cable to power up the dashcam. And this is the rear-facing camera because it doesn't have infrared LEDs. And this one is the interior camera. Then we have 6 meters or around 19 feet of rear camera cable. You can purchase longer cables from Viofo if needed. Then we have a 1 meter one for the interior camera. We have a trim tool and the CPL filter. And to install, just align the white lines and push it in place. Time to install this. I'll peel off one side of the transparent film and spray it with some water. Stick it to the windshield. Remove the excess water and peel off the second side. And peel off the double-sided mounting tape on the dashcam. and stick it in place. Insert the microSD card, route the USB-C power cable, and you can tuck it in on your headboards, going to the windshield side of the A-pillar and down. You can use the door weather stripping to hide the cable and route it in the middle of your dashboard so that you can plug it in for power. I'll stick the interior camera in the upper windshield on the driver's side, plug in the cable, and route the cable towards the main dashcam. I'll also stick in the rear camera in the back window of my truck and plug it in. I like the thinner cable because it is easy to tuck it in on the trim and panels to hide it. Route the wires to the main dashcam and you can remove it from the mount so that you can properly plug in the interior camera and the rear camera. Then slide it back in place. Plug the dashcam for power and I'll use my USB port and I'll turn on my truck. And you'll hear the voice prompt.
Recording. 3 channels started.
To change settings, you do need to download the Viofo app on your phone. Click Connect Camera. Go to your phone's Wi-Fi settings and select the dashcam's Wi-Fi so that you'll be able to connect to it. Initially, there is a password prompt, but after that, it should automatically connect. And when you go back to the app, the camera's live view will open up. In here, you can switch the camera views from front to interior and the rear, then all 3 cameras. And you can take a snapshot if you want. I'll show you the settings, but we need to stop the recording first. Click the gear icon for the settings. First is video resolution. We have 3 channels set up, and these are our options. 4K front, 1080p on the interior and rear cams, and only at 24 FPS. You can go choose the 3840 by 1600 one and it will bump up to 30 FPS. Or you can choose 2K Quad HD 1440p at 30 FPS on all cameras. Now when using only 2 channels, you can bump up to 30 FPS on the front recording in full 4K or choose 2K resolution and bump the frame rate to 60 FPS. I'll stick to full 4K at 24 FPS using 3 channels. I've tested this and there's no difference in 24 frames per second and 30 FPS as to quality and motion blur. Even with the 2K 60 FPS, there's difference in video quality but not a lot of difference in motion blur. 4K is still the best resolution. We have loop recording, exposure settings, HDR, G-sensor sensitivity, bitrate. Infrared LED is for the interior camera, so I set it in auto. The default is on. Now, if you have hooked this up with a hardwire kit to provide continuous power, then these are the options for the parking mode. We also have GPS, which I turned off, but you can set it to give you coordinates in the recording plus your car speed. You can also view the recorded footage and download it if you want from the app, but I prefer just removing the microSD card and inserting it to my computer. Well, time to do some testing.
So this is the video and audio quality of the Viofo A139 PRO, and as you can see in the front facing camera, it records in 4K quality. Because it's 3 channels, it's only recording at 24 frames per second, but this is what the video quality looks like. And also there's an interior facing camera that records in 1080p at 24 frames per second also, and a rear facing camera that records in 1080p also at 24 frames per second. This is the video quality at night, and this is in the interior facing camera, and it has infrared LEDs, but I couldn't see it glow, but I know that it is recording in infrared night vision mode. And this is what it looks like in the front facing camera. And what's the video quality look like? And this is what the video quality looks like on the rear facing camera.
As to be able to read plates, yes it can, and even with the rear-facing camera. What I like is at night because with my headlights, which causes reflection glare if you get close to the car in front of you, but with this A139 PRO, it can read it with no problems. But I have to compare the video quality to my older A129 PRO, which is Viofo's first 4K dashcam. And as you can see, the A139 is better. And with that, I'll be retiring my A129 PRO, and this A139 PRO will be replacing it. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.